Welcome, welcome, beautiful people. I am so excited to be here with you today for our Thriving Thursday event. I am going to be tuning into the love vibration today. I know you're all here for a business event, and here is where the new paradigm is emerging and blossoming. And so I can't wait to dive in with you. My name is Stephanie Dawn. I'm a leader here with Purium Health Products, and it is my supreme honor to be sharing a little bit of my story today, and I have a very special guest. I really want to acknowledge you for taking time out of your busy lives to be here with me. Time is a precious commodity, and we value yours. So thank you for being here. Today, we're going to be talking about self-love, and we are going to be talking about business love, and we are going to be talking about energizing a new paradigm of living and being in business. So lean in. We are living in unprecedented times, are we not? Extraordinary experiences we've all been living through these last 2 years. And I don't know about you, but community is more important than ever for me. And my business community has been an absolute lifesaver during these unprecedented times. So much has changed for so many people. And we see people leaving jobs, finding new jobs, moving out of state, finding another state, etc. And people are searching for solutions. They're interested in moving from surviving to thriving. So if you've always wanted to earn online income, go ahead and drop a 1 for me in the comments. If that's something that you've always wanted to do, is earn some online income. Okay. And if you are, like I was, looking for a way to exit the matrix or the dollars for hours paradigm, go ahead and drop a 2 for me in the chat. Drop a 2. Yeah, it's a thing. Exiting the matrix is a thing right now. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Why do we want to do that? So if you are wanting to work in alignment with your values, and for me, just off the top of my head, love, freedom is a really important value to me. Financial and time freedom are super important to me. And you really want to design your own life, go ahead and drop a 3 in the chat. And what I'm really talking about here is sovereignty, okay? Like whole soul sovereignty, right? Financial sovereignty, health sovereignty, the whole enchilada, the vegan enchilada. So finally, if you know yourself to be a world changer or a visionary, or you are a healing arts practitioner, a health coach, a mom or a dad on a mission, you are in the right place. All right. Thank you for being here. So a little bit about me. 6 years ago, I was a hot mess. I was 10 years postpartum after giving birth to 2 beautiful boys. I was 50 pounds overweight. I was perimenopausal and I needed help. And I didn't know exactly what I needed, but what I was doing was not working for me. And so a dear colleague of mine, a doctor, reached out to me and she told me about this incredible premium nutrition. And I was a really tough customer. I'd been a long time self-avowed organic freak. And so my standards were really high. I used to live on an organic farm. I'd worked in the environmental world, social justice world as an activist for many years. And I was really, I was a tough customer. So I took a look at the Purium cleanses and I was like, okay, I think this will work for me. And work for me it did. Long story short, I've been with this company now for almost 6 years. and I dropped the 50 pounds that I'd put on postpartum. I navigated through menopause. I'm on the other side of it now, without a lot of stress, and a lot of discomfort, which I know a lot of women go through. And I ended up finding a residual stream of income that I was not looking for 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I was a busy business coach working with women to double and triple their income that were working in the health field, the birth field. They were authors, they were speakers, etc. I wasn't looking for another stream of income, but I couldn't not share what we had here. It had transformed my health, and it was starting to transform my wealth, because I just kind of started sharing super casually on Facebook with the women in my circles. I knew a lot of women in the birth world, moms and midwives and doulas predominantly. And so I started sharing very casually. And little by little, I started getting checks in the mail. I'm like, oh, well, this is nice. Well, what if I took this seriously? And so over a period of a few months after that, I started to take the business opportunity really seriously. And I started looking for people that could lock arms with me and join me in sharing this opportunity. And so I started ranking up through the company. And so here I am almost 6 years later. I'm a leader in this company, and it is my number one source of income. And I give thanks every single day that I have access to this premium nutrition, and that I'm able to share it with the women and men and families and children in my world, in my community, all my colleagues, to really help them elevate their health and the life of the people and the women that they are here to serve. So without further ado, I would really like to take a moment and introduce you to a woman who I've gotten to know over the last year, who is really an angel on this planet, in my opinion. She's a light worker of the highest order. Her name is Nirankar Marangi. She draws on 25 plus years of experience and leadership in the health and sick care industries, which inspired her to develop a natural health approach based on accessing your power and your inner authority. She studied clinical exercise physiology in college, and she worked in 2 rural hospitals, discovering Kundalini yoga along the way. Nirankar has been practicing and teaching Kundalini yoga since 2002. And from her experience in healthcare and yoga, she creates a safe space for women to transform via her current coaching practice. It has been my supreme honor to get to know you, Nirankar, and to really learn from you and to share, all the all the goodness that we have to share here with what I've learned about nutrition, premium, organic, superfoods, and how it's been helping your clients and your circles. So I'd love to hear, about how this journey has been for you, Nirankar, in terms of your own health journey, but also your own wealth journey. If you would come off mute, that'd be awesome.
Stephanie, thank you. You coming into my life has really expanded so much of what I'm doing and of who I am. I just love your support. I love your vision. I love your power and your chutzpah and the way you go about your mission. I'm just inspired every day. So thank you so much for your support. And I really am honored to be here with all of you. This was a bit of a coming across this superfood business was an absolute answered prayer for me. I quit in 2019, just before the pandemic hit. I finished up working for a solopreneur who had her own time freedom and her own location freedom. And I was working for her after leaving the healthcare field. And I wanted that for myself so badly. So really, in beginning of 2020, I opened my own business called Get Well, Stay Well Naturally after being in as an exercise physiologist in the healthcare field for a number of years. But as a solopreneur, then I was like, oh, okay, I launched my signature course. Clients were coming, but I was in an office all by myself, figuring this out with my coach, and really, honestly, pretty lonely. I longed for, I mean, I would see 500 people in a day come through the hospital fitness facility that I was an administrator in. And I longed for that interaction of so many people and having a team with me. And so I was saying this prayer, like, there's something. The other part of that was I was noticing with women, I wanted them to be nourished from a food standpoint more so. So if I'm helping them with their health journey and their mental health journey, then I knew that food was such a vital part of this journey. And I wanted to be able to recommend something specific. So a detox program, something I could really get behind. So these two prayers of, I'd love to have a team. I want to have an effect on the healthcare system. I see how wrong it is, and I want to affect women's lives deeply, knowing that they needed to be nourished. So that was a prayer, but it was a bit of a subconscious prayer. And then through a mutual business coach, in walked Stephanie into my life. And she recognized what I was doing, and she recognized, she helped me to see the potential of what I was doing in relationship to these superfoods. So I started taking them thinking, oh, I'm not really personally needing, I didn't think anyway, needing a boost to my own nutrition. I thought I was doing pretty well. And when I started taking the products, I was like, I really feel better. I feel more energized. I feel clearer. I feel like I started actually hiking much more intensely. I started running. My joints felt better. I mean, I used to be a runner and a triathlete years ago, but I had let it go, thinking that at 50 or 49 at the time, that my joints weren't really interested in doing that high level exercise anymore. And when I started taking the products, I really felt like I could exercise again at a level that I thought was a thing of my past. So yes, I was loving being a health coach, but then when I started to feel into the capacity of what we have here in terms of fortifying women's nutrition and creating community, then the lights just started to go off. And this really was a way of me having such a bigger effect on our healthcare system. And then the second piece of that is really working through my own money issues, that it was for me to begin receiving Stephanie's love and receiving the love of the universe in the form of money is a growing edge for me. And that's another aspect that I totally did not expect in this business model, in this opportunity. So I consider myself now a bit of a transformation catalyst. One of my favorite sayings, I think I heard Rachel Balancet, for those of you who don't know her, and I think she probably repeated it. It was like, this is a transformational company with a compensation plan. And I adore transformation in all its forms, and most importantly the health transformation that then leads to the spiritual transformation, the wealth transformation. And so in some ways I pinch myself thinking, wow, look what we have here. I love being a part of this community and visualizing my own community of healthcare, not like healers, earth-centered healers, be them massage therapists or fitness professionals or naturopaths or I have an appointment tomorrow with an Ayurvedic practitioner. Just those of us who are very heart-centered healers who just didn't have a role in the healthcare field the way it is set up, and to begin to join forces together to en masse this different transformational opportunity is really such a dream of mine. Um, so I One thing I was thinking about in relationship to love is that one amazing thing I feel with this community and what I've experienced through Stephanie is it's like when I'm prospecting, it's who can I love on? Who can I um you know, prospecting is a silly word, but who can I connect with and elevate and love? That's really what it feels like for me. And so being a heart-centered person, I'm not sure I really wanted that spiritual approach to business, that spiritual approach to being an entrepreneur. And that's what Stephanie's provided me, what this community has provided me, an opportunity to really grow and transform within this structure. So in that, the other highlight really is that this has been an opportunity for me to step out of my comfort zone. That really being a business, having my own business has pressed me, has tested me, and I love that part of this. This is the other part of it being a transformational process, is that in my own health, in my gaining my own strength, gaining my own vitality, then I get to see where that brings me in terms of who else can I serve, who can I love on, who can I elevate. And I just love that you model that for me, Stephanie. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your story and for the ways in which you are elevating through this opportunity and the people that you're here to serve, and really the changing of the paradigms. We are the transformation agents. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. I wake up every single day. Nirankar knows this, and I put on my green cape, right? and I'm the one to really help educate and inspire and share about what I know. And here's what many people don't know, is that our food systems are corrupted. We are being poisoned every single day. And something else that I want you to know about me is that I was tapped 3 years ago by the founder of our company to be the chair of the Million Mom Movement Council. And so in that capacity over these past 3 years, I have been learning about the urgent need to detox ourselves and our children. And so it's something that I wake up every single morning with a conviction to transmit. And so I do that through this opportunity. I was an activist for many years, as I mentioned a moment ago, and I get to merge my activism with my prosperity. I get to merge this part of my personality that likes to share about what it is that I know, that likes to, trumpet from the rooftops to help people understand that what's going on is not okay, not on my watch, and we can take action to remove the toxins from our bodies. Nirankar is the one who called me a radical detox goddess like a year ago, and I had to accept that reflection. I've become like this accidental health coach. I never in a million years thought I would ever be showing up as a health coach, but we all do need to radically detox ourselves. And it's not just, a couple times a year. No, it's daily, because we're being inundated every single day through our drinking water, through the beverages that we're drinking, through the food that we're eating. And I could say a lot more about that. But what I do want to highlight is really the mission of this company, of which the Million Mom Movement is a part. Dave and Amy are the founders of our company, and their heart really is what I sort of feel that I'm a brand ambassador for every day. that I work within this this community, and they are, we are on a mission to completely alleviate human suffering. Which, when I first heard Dave Sandoval mention that, I was like, what? Is that possible? And I've been a spiritual practitioner for many, many years, but I loved here's what I loved. I love that Dave is completely like his complete intention is to alleviate human suffering. And so that's what we're here to do. So we do that via health, and we also do that via wealth, because we know that folks are suffering financially. And so we have an opportunity for them to elevate their families' finances and to help their friends and their colleagues to elevate their finances. And Dave and Amy have also done something that has been absolutely miraculous over these last couple of years. We've been working to completely eliminate plastic from all of our products. And I've watched this happen over the years. And so now we have completely biodegradable packaging, and that you can just like put into your compost heap and it biodegrades. So that's really inspiring to me as a long-term environmental activist, that this company is truly walking its talk. I'd also like to share with you, just want to refer to my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. That, whoever invited you to be here today, they love you, they believe in you, and they believe that it's quite possible that you may have a mission that is in alignment with this mission that we are on to transform human life as we know it. So many people are sick. So many people don't know that it's because of the food that they're eating, and they don't know how to help themselves. So we want to invite you to join us to learn about how it is that people can help themselves by transforming the food that they're eating, their whole food diets, as well as the superfood protocols that we have. And so I'm not going to get into all the various products that we have. You can ask the person that invited you here. But what I will say is this. The entry point for me was weight loss. It was postpartum weight loss. And then it transitioned a few years ago when I found out that I had a cancer diagnosis, breast cancer tumors in both breasts. And then I started learning about the anti-cancer properties of what we have here. So I'm just one person who thought that I was healthy. And what I've witnessed over and over and over again all these years is that these protocols that we have are helping people to transform very serious diagnoses. And they're also helping people to completely elevate their income, like far beyond what they ever imagined doing, myself included. So I'm super inspired to be sharing this opportunity with you today, and to be offering you the opportunity to join us, to join Dave and Amy, to join the Million Mom movement, to really help folks understand that we can change what's going on here in the United States, in Canada, and we're in the EU as well, if you know folks in the EU. So my invitation to you is to learn more about the products. Go to ishoppurium.com. You're going to have a gift card code from the person that invited you here that will reduce the products by 25%. And if you're interested in the business, you want to go to isharepurium.com and you can learn more about the business there. And we can't wait to have you join us. We are a company on the move, transforming lives every single day. And I feel like I'm on a rocket ship that's going into the stratosphere. So we'd love to have you join us. Get with the person that invited you to be here today, and learn more about what we have here. All right. Thanks so much for being with us. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.